Hi, I'm Christine. I'm the co-founder of Relentless Runners.
And I'm Dave Jenkins, founder of Rochester Personal Defense.
And today we're going to talk to you about runner safety, protection, and self-defense. Get off!
All right, so Christine, in that scenario, I was running up behind you and you had your earphones on. Did you hear me at all?
I didn't hear anything.
No.
Completely surprised.
And what happened? When
when you
I
grabbed
came up,
me,
grabbed you, and then?
Complete surprise, threw me off balance, off gravity. I had no idea you were behind me.
Okay.
So
But you did something excellent right off the bat. What was it?
I yelled.
Yeah, use this thing,
Yeah.
right? Yep. And then you decided to do what?
Well, as you started pulling me back, I threw an elbow right to the side of the head.
Yep.
And one thing that I wanted to make sure was I didn't want you on top of me. So to use that momentum and to turn this way, so I was going on top of you, went with the elbow, palm strike to the side of the head.
Yep.
And then I kneed you in the groin, and then I ran away.
And you ran away. And you ran where?
To safety.
To safety. Excellent. So that was good because the initial response was great. You know, it's going to be a startling thing. It's going to scare you, okay? But you got to take control right away, and you did. The best way to take control is start screaming, draw attention to yourself, make them understand that you're not the easy target, and then fight.
And not screaming at the top of your lungs, but saying commands, let go, stop, get off of me.
Yep. So in that instance, what if somebody didn't take you down to the ground, but you stood up? There are a bunch of other things you can do, right? You can, if you get grabbed from behind, you can lift your legs out and drop them down.
Yeah, you want to show that?
So, you know, let's say you got this, you lift up, drop down, boom, and then you get control that way, and then you can start fighting from there.
Yep.
Right? And
So
then you get an arm
here.
free, and you can start, exactly. So there's a lot of other things to do, and you don't have to actually end up on the ground. Okay? So, good job on that one. Let's see what we're going to put together next.
Okay, thank you. Get up!
All right, so Christine, in that one, a more common attack, you know, guys walking down the path, you're running by, they decide, I'm going to reach out and grab you.
Yep.
So what was your first thought when that happened?
First thought was to again use my voice, be loud, tell him the command of get off, stop, don't touch me.
Right.
And then not to pull against your hand.
Yep.
So it's only going to tighten your grip and it's not actually going to get me out of it. So what I did was rolled my arm against your thumb to break your hand off of mine and then backed up to get away.
Yep, and you used good verbal commands on that. You told them, you know, told me to stay away. That was good. The best thing you did, and what I tell everybody is, you turn and face them. Hey, you know, instead of trying to break it while turned, you turn and face them. It gives you more leverage, more advantage. So that was good.
Okay, great.
What else would you like to have from what you did?
The different types of holds with wrists and turning, and actually how to grip to get apart, because I think people's first instinct is to pull and have a tug of war match with somebody who's grabbing the wrist. So if you want to break down actually how to get the wrists.
Yep. So if you remember, the grab I did was a single wrist.
Yep.
Right. And then basically all you got to do is work against the thumb. Remember, you just turn over and you roll against the thumb and then push against the weakest part. People think the thumb is really strong. It's not.
Okay.
But if you can work against the open and the thumb, then you can pull your hand away. So if I grabbed a little harder, and you,
so this isn't going to do anything.
No, all you're doing is help me hang on to your hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Always
so then you roll it over and it pops open.
Yep.
Okay. And obviously you're going to do that with some sudden, overwhelming, and vicious speed and maybe violent commands out of your mouth. You know, like yell at them.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Nice job.
Great. Thank you. Stop! Get off of me!
right, so Christine, we had another attack, right? You were coming up, you had headphones on, you decided to do what? What happened?
I just wanted to stop for a break, pause my watch, check my phone, scroll through a couple things, but my focus was all on my phone.
Right. And then the guy came up and grabbed you around the neck, kind of like a chokehold, right? Well, what's the problem with that? You're going to be unconscious.
Right. So you don't have very long before it can cut off consciousness. So first thought is protect your airway. So the way to do that is to tuck your chin into his elbow, so you can start to protect your airway.
All right. And then once you did that, you got time to fight and you can start thinking again instead of panicking, right?
Yeah. So there's a couple things that you can do. One thing, you could either squat down and do a butt bounce where it knocks the wind out, and we can show that if you want.
So let's say, say we came in like this, okay, we've got a choke coming in and you do this butt strike and it takes the attacker off balance, but it also puts you in a position of strength.
Right.
Then you can start elbowing and then you can start fighting from there, right?
Yep, so that's not what I did in that scenario though. The way that it kind of led me was to bring me down and around, so I was side to him, which leveraged his legs, so I could pick up his legs and throw him back down onto the ground, do a couple more strikes to get away. Yep,
good. And what did that do? It gave you time to run to safety.
Yes.
And it made sure he wasn't going to get up for at least 10 or 15 seconds. So it gave you some room to breathe and a win.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. Nice job.
Thanks.
All right, so Christine, share with everybody your big 3 takeaways.
The 3 takeaways for you guys to remember are to be more aware, be your own bodyguard, and to not run away from danger, but to run to safety.
Excellent, perfect. So for more self-defense tips and how to be safer while running, call me at Rochester Personal Defense, 406-6758, or hit the website at safeinrochester.com. So I'm Dave Jenkins from Rochester Personal Defense, and
I'm Christine from Relentless Runners. Thanks for watching.